Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. What happened to the comments? Here we go. Wrong date? Isn't it the 23rd? What the heck? It didn't update. Whatever. January 4th. I'd rather right now it was January 4th. I'm going to tether this morning just so we're clear. I'm wound up because of the storm coming. I'm anxious as all get out, sick to my stomach, nervous, Nelly. I'll fix the date when we're done. Sorry about that. Happy January 4th. Winifred. What are you doing? Boy. I tell you what, sis. I ain't in the mood for your nonsense. What are we eating? No, what are we eating? Give me that. What is that? Gross. Stop eating crap. You guys, this may prove to be a really horrible devotion this morning. Just so you're aware. I tried to wait till she was calm. Couldn't happen because I have gym at 8:15 and I know that it's very likely that I'm not going to be able to go to the gym for like a week because of the storm, or at least a week, maybe even 2 weeks. They're telling us to expect extended power outages. So who knows? I'm going to quit complaining now. And I'm just going to start doing devotions with the dog, drawing blood and everything else this morning. All right. January 23rd. Eliphaz's second response to Job, Job 15, 1 through 35. Then Eliphaz the Temanite replied, "A wise man wouldn't answer with such empty talk. You are nothing but a windbag." It's one of my favorite verses in the whole Bible. I think it's hilarious. The wise don't engage in empty chatter. What good are such words? Have you no fear of God, no reverence for him? Your sins are telling your mouth what to say. Your words are based on clever deception. Your own mouth condemns you, not I. Your own lips testify against you. Were you the first person ever born? Were you born before the hills were made? Were you listening at God's secret counsel? Do you have a monopoly on wisdom? What do you know that we don't? What do you understand that we do not? On our side are aged, gray-haired men, much older than your father. Is God's comfort too little for you? Is his gentle word not enough? What has taken away your reason? What has weakened your vision that you turn against God and say all of these evil things? Can any mortal be pure? Can any born of a woman be just? Look, God doesn't even trust the angels. Even the heavens are not absolutely pure in his sight. How much less pure is a corrupt and sinful person with a thirst for wickedness? If you will listen, I will show you. I will answer you from my own experience, and it is confirmed by the reports of wise men who have heard the same thing from their fathers, from those whom the land was given, long before any foreigners arrived. The wicked writhe and pain throughout their lives. Years of trouble are stored up for the ruthless. The sound of terror rings in their ears, and even on good days they fear the attack of the destroyer. They dare not go out into the darkness, for fear they will be murdered. You wander around saying, "Where can I find bread?" They know their day of destruction is near. That dark day terrifies them. They live in distress and anguish, like a king preparing for battle. For they shake their fists at God, defying the Almighty. Holding their strong shields, they defiantly charge against him. These wicked people are heavy and prosperous. Their waists bulge with fat, but their cities will be ruined. They will live in abandoned houses that are ready to tumble down. Their riches will not last, and their wealth will not endure. Their possessions will no longer spread across the horizon. They will not escape the darkness. The burning sun will wither their shoots, and the breath of God will destroy them. Let them no longer fool themselves by trusting in empty riches, for emptiness will be their only reward. They will be cut down in the prime of their life. Their branches will never again be green. They will be like a vine whose grapes are harvested too early, like an olive tree that loses its blossoms before the fruit can form. For the godless are barren. Their homes enriched through bribery will burn. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. Their womb produces deceit. Job's fifth speech, a response to Eliphaz, Job 16, 1 through 22. Winnie! Why are you so quiet? Come here, sis. Winnie? Come here. I don't know what you're doing, but I have a feeling it ain't good. Come here. What are you doing? Get down from there. My sincerest apologies. Get your little bottom down. I'm going to kick it. Get down. Get down. Knock it off. Knock it off. Go find a place to sleep. Go get that toy. I just threw it. Go get it. Here. Go get it. Oh. Hi. Yes. Hi. Yes. 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 I know you want to play so much. Job's fifth speech, a response to Eliphaz. Job 16, 1 through 22. Then Job spoke again. I have heard all this before. What miserable comforters you are. Won't you ever stop blowing hot air? What makes you keep on talking? I could say the same things if you were in my place. I could spout off criticism and shake my head at you. But if it were me, I would encourage you. I would try to take away your grief. Instead, I suffer if I defend myself, and I suffer no less if I refuse to speak. Oh God, you have ground me down and devastated my family. As if to prove I have sinned, you've reduced me to skin and bones. My gaunt flesh testifies against me. God hates me and angrily tears me apart. He snaps his teeth at me and pierces me with his eyes. People jeer and laugh at me. They slap my cheek in contempt. A mob gathers against me. God has handed me over to the sinners. He has tossed me into the hands of the wicked. I was living quietly until he shattered me. He took me by the neck and broke me in pieces. Then he set me up as his target, and now his archers surround me. His arrows pierce me without mercy. The ground is wet with my blood. Again and again he smashes against me, charging at me like a warrior. I wear burlap to show my grief. My pride lies in the dust. My eyes are red with weeping. Dark shadows circle my eyes, yet I have done no wrong, and my prayer is pure. O earth, do not conceal my blood. Let it cry out on my behalf. Even now my witness is in heaven. My advocate is there on high. My friends scorn me, but I pour out my tears to God. I need someone to mediate between God and me, as a person mediates between friends. For soon I must go down that road from which I will never return. Job continues to defend his innocence. Job 17, 1 through 16. My spirit is crushed, and my life is nearly snuffed out. The grave is ready to receive me. I am surrounded by mockers. I watch how bitterly they taunt me. You must defend my innocence, O God, since no one else will stand up for me. You have closed their minds to understanding, but do not let them triumph. They betray their friends for their own advantage, so let their children faint with hunger. God has made a mockery of me among the people. They spit in my face. My eyes are swollen with weeping, and I am but a shadow of my former self. The virtuous are horrified when they see me. The innocent rise up against the ungodly. The righteous keep moving forward, and those with clean hands become stronger and stronger. As for all of you, come back with a better argument, though I still won't find a wise man among you. My days are over. My hopes have disappeared. My heart's desires are broken. These men say this night is day. They claim that darkness is light. What if I go to the grave and make my bed in darkness? What if I call the grave my father and the maggot my mother or my sister? Where then is my hope? Can anyone find it? Winnie? Come here. Come here. Now my hope will go down with me to the grave. We will rest together in the dust. Bildad's second response to Job. Job 18, 1 through 21. Then Bildad the Shuhite replied, How long before you stop talking? Speak sense if you want us to answer. Do you think we are mere animals? Do you think we are stupid? You may tear out your hair in anger, but will that destroy the earth? Will it make the rocks tremble? Surely the light of the wicked will be snuffed out. The sparks of their fire will not glow. The light in their tent will grow dark. The lamp hanging above them will be quenched. The confident stride of the wicked will be shortened. Their own schemes will be their downfall. The wicked walk into a net. They fall into a pit. A trap grabs them by the heel. A snare holds them tight. A noose lies hidden on the ground. A rope is stretched across their path. Terrors surround the wicked and troubles them at every step. Hunger depletes their strength, and calamity waits for them to stumble. Disease eats their skin. Death devours their limbs. They are torn from the security of their homes and are brought down to the king of terrors. The homes of the wicked will burn down. Burning sulfur rains on their houses. Their roots will dry up and their branches will wither. All memory of their existence will fade from the earth. No one will remember their names. They will be thrust from the light into the darkness, driven from the world. They will have neither children nor grandchildren, nor any survivor in the place where they lived. People in the West are appalled at their fate. People in the East are horrified. They will say, "This is the home of a wicked person, the place of one who rejected God." We did it. All right, I think I got time to read just a little bit before I head to the gym. Okay. Ow! Don't do that. I am not naive enough to think that telling you to worship will solve all of your problems. My body, which I absolutely believe is made good, is complicated. I've learned over the years that loving her and taking care of her is not simple. She needs rest, she needs certain foods, she needs to move, she needs healing from years of damage I've done, and from my environment. My body needs support from my mind, my soul, and my surroundings. In going with God, worshiping on my way, I have discovered He is a generous, kind, and gracious God. When the compassionate people in my life, it happens even with those who are most loving, have lost interest or capacity to care about what's happening with my body, God doesn't. He keeps listening and giving me insight. No matter what the subject is, the Holy Spirit is a better communicator and teacher and coach than any human ever could be. When you live in worship, you love what God loves and start to see everything the way He does, including your body. Worship teaches us to love and care for our bodies as God does, to experience them with gratitude and patience and kindness as we exchange our worldly perspective for His kingdom one. Picture a time you went into a worship gathering with a disgruntled heart or mind and had your position shifted for the better. If we are willing to accept the invitation, God will shift our hearts, changing how we feel about our bodies as we use them and care for them. Maybe you are desperate for a how. Maybe you need an immediate plan of action to love your body well, to treat it with kindness and hope, to cease causing it harm, and to welcome its healing. Many of us need human guides on the way. Doctors, therapists, nutritionists, trainers. I've gotten help from all of these experts, and I've been grateful for it. I just pray that as we move forward, we also worship. I pray that we keep the King at the focus of our freedom. I pray He gets an intimate invitation to see our progression, to guide our way. I pray that as we grow in loving our bodies, we're able to worship. I believe many of us come to this work wanting to be better, to be someone new, to grow past or out of our current realities. But the restoration we experience when we worship is what our souls and our communities need the most. I'm going to read the word from our friends at the end. From Sarah. A couple of years ago, my church gave away cacti and small succulents instead of flowers for Mother's Day. I took home a tiny cactus, but because of my previous track record with plants, I expected it to die within weeks. However, I am apparently a great cactus mother. I watered it sparingly and watched it grow, eventually transferring it to a big pot to watch it grow even more. It's been 2 years since I first repotted that cactus, and earlier this year it flowered, bearing a big, beautiful yellow flower. At the same time I adopted the cactus, I had started some serious counseling work on my history of body image issues and disordered eating. It felt like God was telling me, growth takes time. Keep at it. You will bloom too. Sometimes I just need a visual to remember that I'm growing, even when I don't feel God doing the gardening. I needed the reminder that it's because He loves us that He puts so much work and time into helping us grow, even when we don't see it. All right. Let me just see if I missed any chat. Oh, Shelly, that is gold. Ow! Stop biting my toes. My poor toes are so sore. They're so sore. Yeah, she is a naughty girl in the morning specifically. The first hour after she wakes up, holy Hannah. She is a wild child. I mean, wild. I was sitting on the couch for a few minutes with her, and she will come flying across the floor, dive bomb me, jump on my head, literally. I'm not kidding. Like up over my head, onto my shoulders, biting my ears, pulling my messy bun, yanking on my shirt. And no amount of no or discipline or any of it. She don't care. She's like, whatever. Whatever, you don't scare me. That's what she says. She literally looks at me and says that. You don't scare me. Back off. Goes about her way. I mean, no, Adrian, I will not. She is Bassie's double. When he was little, like he was my first experience with a wild puppy. Ripley was never like that. Our Shih Tzu, he was never wild as a puppy. He was just playful and good. He never did anything naughty ever. Sebastian was my first experience with a larger dog puppy, and they're much more destructive than a little Shih Tzu can be. And I literally, the first 6 months after I brought him home, was like, please, Lord, let him get loose and run away. Like, I can't do this. I can't take this dog. I'm never going to be able to stand it. He was horrible. Horrible. He beat me up so bad, just like she does. She doesn't do that to anyone else in the family. It's just me. She beats me up so bad when she's wild. And then Bassie calmed down. And you all know, I just thought the world of Bassie, which makes me tolerate her wild childness a little bit more because I know what's on the other side of those is a wonderful dog. What are you tearing at? I know what's on the other side of that behavior is a wonderful partner and best friend. I know that. And she is such a good dog. I mean, she's totally potty trained. She's super smart. But 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, she is a terror. The rest of the time, she sleeps. And she just laid down, which means she is going to lay down and sleep, get up and eat. She'll have a drink. She'll play gently and calmly between now and about 6 p.m. tonight. It's going to be awesome. And then 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., there's going to be an hour in there where I want to run away. She's a phenomenal dog. She's so well behaved. I mean, she's so good, except for the 2 hours a day where she's not. Yes, I think you're right, Shelly. It's totally it. It's totally it. Yes, yes, you're right, Meredith. You're right. But the quote was 10 grand, and that's not happening. If anything is happening in this house for thousands of dollars, it's a generator. That's the next thousands of dollars investment. All right, girls. So, word on the street is we're getting a little weather, and it's supposed to start tomorrow morning. I don't know. Sunday is going to be really bad. They're telling us to anticipate a significant significant length power outage. So Cindy is away right now, so Cindy can't cover devotions. But she'll be home. If I lose power, I'll be asking if Cindy's available when she's home, not until she's home. So this may be the first time in almost 6 years that I don't share devotions for a few days. I think tomorrow morning will be okay. The weather though is starting and my Wi-Fi gets terrible when the weather starts. So anyway, my thought is tomorrow morning will be okay. It is highly unlikely, based on what they're telling us, that I will be on devotions for a while after that because of no power. If that's the case, just know I'll be back and I'll have Cindy cover where I can, and there may be some days without devotions. What else was I going to tell you guys? I don't know. Yes, they are. They are, Lois. Yes, they are. There's no milk to be found. The bread is gone. Like, Meredith, I do not want to be Ma Ingalls. That was 10 hours without power and I almost died. They're talking about be prepared for a couple of weeks. I'm not entirely sure that I'll survive. Okay? Not entirely sure. There's a good chance I won't make it. Stupid Fern. All right. Let's go ahead and pray. Oh, God, our Father, thank you that we can come to you with our hearts, worries, our fears, our concerns, and lay them at your feet. Thank you for being a God that we can boldly approach the throne. And not only do you want us to, but you command us to come to you with our worries and our fears, God. And I just come to you today and lay those at your feet. You know the difficulty that many are about to go through. You know what's going to happen. None of it's a surprise to you. I just pray that as we get ready to go through this storm, that you will give us all peace and safety, provision, and just protect us from the weather. God, I know there are many I know there are many things going on in the lives of my friends here and lots of concerns with health and recoveries from surgery and long roads ahead for many. And God, I just ask for your peace that passes understanding to surround each and every one today. God, help us today as we go through this day to honor you with everything that we say and do. And remember that our hope and our peace is found only in you. In your precious name, amen. All right. Winifred, I'm telling you what, sister girl, if you destroy that chair, I'm going to shave you bald and make you walk around the neighborhood for everyone to laugh. I don't know, Meredith. Alice, I wasn't in Bangor during the storm of 98. I was in Holton, and we didn't really get it. I saw the nightmare that everybody in Bangor went through. The thing is, when the storm went through in Maine, the coverage area of what it covered meant that people were without power for well over a month. A lot of people were without power over a month. This is going to affect 5 times as large of an area as that storm, which means 5 times as many people without power, which is going to take a very, very, very long time to get to some of the areas in this, because it's such a big area that it's going to cover. So you have to think about that. Yeah, we've been through ice storms before, but I don't know that any of us have ever been through one of this width. The area that it's going to cover is massive, and that's what has me concerned is when you cover that much. Like, people were driving from all over the country up to Maine to fix the power. Well, half the country's covered in this. You were, Tina? Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It is not a good time. I don't know. I'll be okay. I'll get over it. I know. I gotta go. My class starts in 9 minutes. I gotta go. I love you all. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning. If I don't, you know why. I love you, girls. Have a fabulous day.